Hi everybody, thanks for coming to dance with me this week. I'm Laura and we're going to talk about contrast and how to improvise. Part 1. Dancing is about individual expression through exploration and trial and error. So what might be really hot to me might not stand out to you, but hopefully these will be some fun things for you to play with. For this video, I won't be doing any specific choreography and I won't be dancing in an easily followable way, but I will be dancing to demonstrate. Feel free to take those ideas and apply them to your own dancing. First off, it's hard to have contrast without first establishing something consistent. To me, a big part of dancing is about knowing what your body is up to and making choices. So to start with a really simple example, kick steps. Does my weight stay in the middle? Does it shift side to side? Am I twisting my body? Am I staying real still? How do my arms participate? Now let's take all those ideas and apply them to multiple kicks. Now kickball changes. All of these choices might be drastically different depending on the song that's playing. For me, I want to appear relaxed but be totally in control of my movement. So this is going to be a little bit of a balance between being relaxed and having some tension. Let's pause so I can talk to you about Patreon. Thank you, people of Patreon, for helping to make this video free for everybody in the world, including people like you. It's a voluntary subscription, and if you want to join them, links in the description. All right, let's keep going. Now here comes the fun part to me. Use these 3 moves as the only 3 moves that you have and transition between them. Now here's the thing, you're doing these movements beautifully at this point. Wow, such intention. Now instead of making the move the feature, try really showing off during the transition. Maybe you circle your arms, maybe you punctuate that step a little extra. There are so many ways to do it. Try it out, see what you've got. You don't even have to be creative if you don't feel like it. Just switch between the moves and make that switch obvious. Happens to me. Sometimes if I'm thinking of the transition, that will take me into more of an improvisation, even if I'm not trying to think about the moves. Next up, Lindy hop and therefore solo jazz is a rhythm dance. So when I'm improvising or doing choreography, I'm trying to make the rhythm my main message, my thesis. Now this can be tricky because rhythm is kind of delicate. If I don't have a good consistent bass, my cool improvisation might come across as just off beat. Let's try it with something really simple like a box step. You just step every other odd beat. Now switch to stepping on the evens. Now back to the odds. Easy enough, let's add 2 things. Thing 1. The box step is supposed to be on the odds, so when you switch it to the evens, you have to let me know you're doing it on purpose. You didn't lose the beat, you're playing with it. Thing 2, that transition. You have plus or minus 1 beat to get in and out of this, so do something with that. Drag around if you have extra time. Really nail that step if you have less time. Drop your body down, bring it up, speed your momentum up, slow it down. How do your arms participate? There are so many things to do. Have some fun. Show me your timing. So you're playing with evens and odds, your timing's getting stronger, you're working on the transition. Now let's push some beats. Let's try 1, 3, 5, 7, A. 1, 3, 5, 7, A. how are you going to show me that that's intentional? For example, here I'm being rhythmically correct, but so boring. Again, so many ways to do it. Drop it down, speed it up, stomp the foot. You got it, play with it. Next up, let's get wild. Wild! Let's put ands and evens together. Let's add a 3 against 4. Let's add a triplet. Basically, just play with that rhythm. If you want some rhythmic ideas or you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a few tutorials in the description. Now, how do you combine all of these ideas into a fun rhythmic line? Honestly, I think you should scat and memorize some of the great solos of the music that we dance to. Here, let's do it together. I'll do 2/8, then you do 2/8, back and forth. It goes ha, beep ba, da dee do, ba dee ga da dee, ba dee da do. All right. Bam. Bam. Ba dee dee da dee dee da 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 do. Yeah, I could do that all day. Something that really stands out to me is pauses. A lot of the time, beautiful musicians will show off their facility, and then they'll pause. Back. Let it sink in. And then they'll start again. Ooh, jazzy. Ways to add contrast and individuality to your dance, but hopefully this gives you a few fun things to think about. I hope you had fun and learned a lot. If you did, click like and subscribe for the algorithm. It's one of the best ways to support our channel. If you like the music we're dancing to, it's the Brooks Prumo Orchestra. You can find a link to buy it in the description. And if you want to help support the people and culture that invented this dance, I do too. 50% of the money that I get from this channel goes towards organizations that support African diasporic artists and art. And the best way to learn how to do all this dancing stuff is to do it, y'all. You gotta dance.